Okay. Now, this is where the show gets a little messy. Specifically speaking of Manaya in Real Life in Bama, because she was the loose screw for the week for me, specifically because she was carrying the bone to Kwanzaa about chastity, feeling a type of way about Kwanzaa, saying that if you don't have any type of alterations to your body, whether it be hormone, surgery, what have you, that you're not a real trans woman, right? Do you guys feel that Manaya was being messy and purposely pushing that bone a little bit, or is it just me? D'Angelo, start with you.
Baby Mona had her foot on gas, no brakes. Okay, she was definitely being messy. She was definitely, I don't know. I'm not a trans girl, so I can't really speak on that. But it was definitely given like, bitch, if you didn't have the surgery, I'm better than you, and you're not a trans girl. You're playing in drag. You're getting up in. You're a lady boy. That's what it was given in my eye. That's my personal
Not little
opinion.
Latin boy in drag.
Latin boy in drag.
Very little Latin boy in drag. CJ?
I honestly felt like she was coming off way too aggressive. I mean, aggressive when it came to that. And yeah, I honestly feel like she came off too aggressive when it came to that situation. So
When Manaya brought the bone to Kwanzaa, I thought it was, fine, keep the story moving, let's get it going. But then once we got to the meetup with Chastity and Kwanzaa, and then Manaya came and was like, "Oh, I was surprised that it was over so quick. Oh, y'all ain't beefing, y'all ain't up." That's where it cued into me. I was like, "Oh, you were pushing for something. Like you wanted this to drag out a little bit." And so I'm like, oh, okay. So you want to move the drama to the other trans girls this season since you had all the smoke last season with Nicole. But okay, I get it. Cool. Let's jump over to Chasing Orlando really quick. Speaking of the trans girls, and let's talk about Marlo really quick because as much as I want to be on Marlo's side when it comes to this booking situation with Max and all of that, her delivery for me diminished her message so much that it was hard for me to even remember why I was on her side. CJ, starting with you, talk to me about how you guys feel about her coming onto the show. And do you feel like her delivery is affecting how we're connecting with her on the show?
yes, I honestly feel like it's her delivery because watching from episodes 1 through 3, like the way she came off at Max for one, it wasn't needed. Like it was the way that you could talk to him because he didn't come off to her as like, hey, there's some type of issue between the two because it really wasn't. But my thing is, I felt like she should have took a different approach instead of just going going full
Right off
speed.
the
So.
Mhm. How about you, D'Angelo?
Um, she definitely came in aggressive. To me, like looking back at it, it almost gave like she came in knowing that she almost had like a point to prove necessarily from like being a fan of the show and now being casted on the show. She came in with the energy like, okay, bitch, I'm here, I'm coming for you. You was one of the top girls last season, so let me come for you really quick. And I'm not gonna bet on it, but I guarantee you she is probably gonna get into it with half of the OG cast. And that's
Guaranteed.
just and that's something that I can just see. Because like I said, she kind of came in on 10. But I think if she was able to like calm down a little bit, I actually think that she will be a favorite, and I think that she we can actually see her for the people in her city see her as.
Just bring it down to two.
That's an interesting. Say what, CJ? I'm sorry.
I'm saying bring it down to two. She'll be just fine.
Okay. bring it on down before I get to blowing up on your way. No, but I think that she definitely does, D'Angelo, to your point, have the ability to be a fan favorite because
Hmm.
she, as a blogger, she kind of has the perspective of the audience
Right.
in a way, and she can come in speaking for the people watching the show and kind of have a unique eye. I think that Marlo's problem is she spends too much time trying to prove herself instead of trying to prove her point. And so we get lost because you're coming in with so much at once. Like you're coming in with so much dip on your chip, mama, that it's like we can't even focus on what you actually talking about because we're so busy focusing on you cussing and hollering and screaming and stoning and throwing stuff in people's faces and running out of doors and you walking around barefoot. And it's just a lot. It's
Because to
really just a
me,
lot.
She
when I
from the
tell
Pork Jeans Projects.
she would like I tell you, she be acting like one of them aunties they be ready to argue about every single thing, and I'm like, girl, it's not even that serious. Like,
It's very that. It's very much the auntie that we love to hate at the family functions because you know she gonna
Mhm.
stir the shit up, but you know she gonna take it too far. So it's like
And
right,
we
she
love
watching
it,
what you put
but
on
it's
your
like you
plate.
don't give us too much.
like,
I don't know. We we gonna
hey,
have to figure that out. We're gonna have to figure that out. But I
We're gonna
think
give her grace for
that
now. We're gonna give her grace and let's see what she does for the rest of the season. Hopefully our perspective of her change, you know.
I hope her presentation changes so that I can change my perspective.